Good morning. My name is John Hilburn. Today I am once again in my office. I'm doing the experiment one, buoyant force and floating today. Okay. Our material that we have gotten in the class is some clay. All right. With the clay, I'm only using the green portion today. Um, this is a 250 milliliter beaker, but I'm only using 150 milliliters of water. All right. Popsicle stick, 15 washers, and I'm using measuring spoon. Okay, along with, I believe that is it. All right. So what we're doing today is I'm filling up the beaker, as you can see. All right, it's a little red because I've already did the experiment and got the numbers, but rip off half of the clay in half. What I did was I dropped the 150 milliliter I dropped a piece of clay into the 150 milliliter, and I wanted to see if it floated and what it raised up to. Okay, and the principle of buoyancy states that pretty much anything, the weight of what you drop into the water is the same amount of weight that's going to be displaced. All right, for example, or for getting technical, Archimedes' principle, physical law of buoyancy, discovered by the ancient Greek mathematician and inventor Archimedes, stating that any body completely or partially submerged in a fluid, gas, or liquid at rest is acted upon by an upward or buoyant force, the magnitude of which is equal to the weight of the fluid. Okay, so when I weighed this actually on our scale, and it was about 40 grams. So when I dropped it in there, it raised it up to 190. Right. That goes against with that goes along with the law. Okay. So after I did that, I made a boat shape. Okay. And the boat shape was intended for it to float on the water, right? And the reason you make a boat shape is because the density, the wider it is, the more surface area it covers on the water, and it covers and is be able to float. Okay. So with that, this has solid number. Before that, I floated it in there and I see how many washers it held. It held 4 washers before it sunk. So I annotated it down, and the next thing I did was I added 5 teaspoons of salt into my water, stirred it along with the popsicle stick. That's why the color's red. And then I replaced the boat onto the water and added some more washers. This time with the salt added on there, the salt raised it actually to 160 milliliters instead of 150, and it held 6 washers instead of all. Right, the only change I would make out of this whole experiment is if the material that we get a wider beaker, because the boat, I feel we could have held all, if not really close to all 15 washers, but I may do what the kind of material we had issued to us. Okay, so with that being said, I added the washers. 6 of them held. On the 7th one it sunk, and I believe that is it. I'm going to annotate it down later on in the table. All right, plain water, salt water, number of washers it held, just like I explained to you. And I think that is it for this experiment. But once again, this was actually the funnest experiment that we've had so far in this class so far. But once again, the only change I will make is in the future in the class material, if you can give the students a wider beaker so they'll be able to make a better boat to hopefully hold more. All right. If you have any questions, please message me. Thank you.